Hi students, welcome to my channel. I hope all of you are preparing for your mains examination. Here is a few days for you. I hope this video will help you to revise the whole topic. So in this session, I will explain some most important questions which are frequently asking in your mains examination. So now our topic is from solid state, which is from class 12. And before going to this, if you are first time to my channel, please subscribe my channel and tap the bell icon. So now let us go to some questions based upon the solid state. So now the first question is, so in a compound, the atoms of element Y forms cubic closed packing lattice and those of elements X occupy 2/3 of the tetrahedral voids. The formula of the compound will be. So in most of the examinations, this type of questions are asking. So in order to solve this problem, you have to remember some points. So those are, so in any compound, the number of octahedral voids, octahedral voids is equal to number of atoms. Okay, so the number of octahedral voids in any crystal lattice is equal to the number of atoms, and the number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into number of octahedral voids. So in order to get the tetrahedral voids, we have to multiply the number of octahedral voids with 2. Okay, clear? So by knowing these 2 points, you can solve any type of problem. And also you have to remember, so what is the percentage of lattice point belongs to that unit cell. So the percentage of lattice point belongs to the unit cell, you should remember. So let us try this question. So in a compound, the atoms of elements Y forms cubic closing packing. Those of elements X occupies 2/3 of the tetrahedral voids. X occupies 2/3 of the tetrahedral voids. So now let us consider Y forms cubic lattice means the number of octahedral voids is equal to number of octahedral voids is equal to the number of atoms in a compound. That is equal to, it forms Y. So that is equal to Y. So the number of atoms in the compound is equal to Y. That is number of octahedral voids is equal to Y. And the number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into Y. Okay, 2 into Y. So number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into Y. So here X occupies 2/3 of the tetrahedral voids. So that means X is equal to 2/3 of tetrahedral voids. The tetrahedral voids is 2Y. Here it is 2Y. So X is equal to 2/3 of 2Y and Y is equal to Y. So Y is equal to Y. So the ratio of X and Y, we have to find out the ratio of X and Y. X and Y is equal to 2/3 of 2Y is to Y. So that is 4/3 of Y is to Y. So that equal to how much? 4 is to 3. Okay, the ratio of X and Y is equal to 4 is to 3. So therefore the molecular formula will become X4 and Y3. So X4 and Y3. So this is our answer. Okay, clear? So in order to solve this type of problems, you have to remember these 2 points. Number of octahedral voids equal to number of atoms, and number of tetrahedral voids equal to 2 into number of octahedral voids. So here he asked, it forms, Y forms cubic closing packing and X occupies 2/3 of the tetrahedral voids. Now we have to find out the number of tetrahedral voids. So here the number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into Y. Okay, number of tetrahedral voids equal to 2 into number of octahedral voids. So 2Y. So we have to calculate the ratio of X and Y. So the ratio of X and Y is equal to 4 is to 3. So that's why X4 and Y3 is the general molecular formula of the crystal lattice. Okay, X4, Y3. So the option is A here. Let us solve the next question. So in a face-centered cubic lattice, the atoms of A occupies the corners and B occupies face-centered positions. So if one of the B is missing from one face centered point, the formula of the compound is. So here in a face centered cubic structure, so in face centered cubic structure, so what are the atoms present? So the atoms are present, or the lattice points are present at the corners and also at the center of each face. So here there are 8 corners are there. So the atoms are present at the 8 corners and also at the center of each face. So 4 faces, 5 and 6 faces. So this is center of back face and this is center of front face. So okay, so in a face centered lattice, A atoms occupies corners. So corner contribution of corner atom is 1 by 8. So here 8 corners are there. So 8 corners means A occupies corners. So corner contribution is 1 by 8 and 8 corners are there. So 8 into 1 by 8. And next, and the atoms of B occupies face centered positions. So B occupies face centered position. So how many face centered atoms will be there? So 6 faces are there. So each face contributes only half only. So that means 1 by 2 into 6. Okay. So here B occupies face centered position. So if one of the atom of B missing from one of the face centered point, so one atom is missed. That means here instead of 6 we have to take only 5, because one atom is missing from its face centered. So that means A belongs to 1 by 8 into 8 and B belongs to, that means half into 5. So then the formula of the molecule is, so by simplifying this one we can get A 1 and B means here 5 by 2. Okay. So by taking the ratios A to B5. So the formula of the molecule will be A to B5. Okay, clear? So here we have to consider the percentage of lattice point belongs to this cube. So here corner atoms contributes only 1 by 8. So 8 corners are there, 8 into 1 by 8. And the face centered atom contributes only half only. That means half into 6 faces are there, so 6. So we have to reduce one face centered atom. So here one face centered atom is removed. If one is missing, so that means only 5, we have to take 5, half into 5. So the formula will be A to B5. So A to B5 means this one. So C option is correct. And next one, a body centered cubic solid is made up of 2 elements A and B. So here is body centered cubic structure, that is BCC. Body centered cubic structure means the lattice points are present at the corners and also present at the center of the body. So here 8 corners will be there. So the atoms or the lattice points are present at 8 corners and also at the body center. Okay, the body centered cubic is made up of elements A and B, and atoms of A occupies 2 corners. Atoms of A occupies 2 corners of the cube. So A occupies only 2 corners. So corner contribution is only 1 by 8 and it occupies 2 corners. That means 1 by 8 into 2. The remaining positions of unit cell are occupied by atoms of B, the formula of the compound. So B occupies the remaining positions. The remaining positions means here total 8 corners are there. So among the 8 corners, 2 occupied by A and remaining 6 corners are there. So 1 by 8 contribution into 6 and plus, so the central atom is there, that is body centered atom. So this body centered atom is also B. So that means you have to add 1. So by solving this one, we can get the ratio of A and B. So A 2 by 8 is 2 and B is 6 by 8 plus 1, 6 by 8 plus 1. So by simplifying 6 by 8 plus 1, we get 6 by 8 plus 1 means this one. So by taking LCM, 6 plus 8, that is 14 by 8. So here it is 14 by 8. So A contribution 2 by 8 is to B contribution 14 by 8. That means A to B14 is the general form, the formula of the molecule, A to B14. Here A to B14. So here by taking the ratio AB7, so this is the correct option, AB7. Okay, so the correct option is C. AB7 is the molecular formula of this cubic solid. And next one, so here the copper crystallizes in face centered cubic with unit cell edge length, that is 361 picometers. So what is the radius of the copper atom? So here he asked about radius of the atom. So in order to solve this type of problems, you have to remember some points. So that is, for BCC structure, that is body centered cubic structure, the relation is 4r is equal to root 3a, and for FCC 4r is equal to root 2a, and for simple cubic lattice or primitive 2r is equal to a. You have to remember these three. So you have to remember, for body centered cubic structure 4r is equal to root 3a. So you have to remember by using this small trick, BCC, B means body centered cubic structure, B means simply like 3. So 4r is equal to root 3a. Okay, 4r is equal to root 3a, and for FCC 4r equal to root 2a, and for simple cube 2r is equal to a only. So for simple cube, the radius of the two atoms, since the corner atoms are touches with each other, for simple cube the two corner atoms will touches with each other. So the radius, this is the 2r, radius of one cube, one atom, and radius of another atom. So 2r is equal to edge length a. So simply you can remember this simple, for simple cube 2r equal to a. So you have to remember these two without confusion by using this trick. For BCC 4r is equal to root 3a, for FCC 4r equal to root 2a. Okay, so by knowing this formula you can solve any type of this problem. Okay, so copper crystallizes in FCC here. FCC with unit cell length is 361 picometers. So A is equal to 361 picometers. And what is the radius of the copper? So R is, he asked to calculate radius R. Okay, so for FCC 4R is equal to root 2 into A. So R is equal to root 2 by 4 into A. So that equal to root 2 by 4 into A means 361 picometers. So by simplifying this we get here, upon multiplication we get 510 divided by 4. So that is 127.6 picometers. So here the answer is B, 127 picometers. Okay, clear? And next question. So lithium forms BCC structure. The length of the side of its unit cell is 351 picometers. The atomic radius of lithium will be. So here it is BCC structure. So for BCC 4R is equal to root 3a, and the length of the side edge length, that is A, is equal to 351 picometers, and the atomic radius of lithium will be how much? So he asked to calculate radius. So by simple substituting 4R is equal to root 3 into A, R is equal to root 3 by 4 into A. So root 3 by 4 into A means here edge length 351 picometers. So by simplifying we get the answer. So here you can comment me this answer in comment box. So calculate this and comment me the answer in comment box. Here are the options. A 75 picometers, 300 picometers, 240 and 152. So which option is correct? You can comment me the answer in comment box. Okay. And next question. So the edge length of a face centered cubic cell of an ionic substance is 508 picometers. If the radius of the cation is 110 picometers, the radius of anion is. So here the edge length of face centered cubic cell for ionic crystal, that is ionic substance. So here you have to remember one more point. If the system is ionic system, the crystal is ionic crystal, then you have to remember two more points. That is, for face centered cubic structure, 2R cation plus R anion, radius of anion is equal to A. For body centered cubic structure, 2 upon radius of cation plus radius of anion is equal to root 3 into A. Here you have to remember these 2 points for ionic crystals. So in case of ionic crystals, the relation is like this. For face centered cubic ionic crystal, 2 into radius of cation plus radius of anion equal to edge length. For BCC, 2 into radius of cation plus anion equal to root 3a. So here this is ionic crystal, so that's why we have to select these formulas. For face centered cubic structure, the formula is 2 into this one. So here the edge length is 508 picometers. So A is equal to 508 picometers, and the radius of cation is 110. So radius of cation is equal to 110 picometers. And the radius of anion R minus is equal to how much? He asked to calculate radius of anion. So for FCC, so 2 upon radius of cation plus anion is equal to A. So 2 into 110 plus R minus is equal to 508. So then 110 plus radius of anion equal to 508 by 2. 508 by 2 means here it is 254. So radius of anion equal to 254 minus 110, that equal to 144 picometers. So this is the answer. Radius of anion equal to 144 picometers. So here is the option D. Okay. And next one. So the crystal cesium chloride crystallizes BCC lattice. If A is the edge length, then which of the following expression is correct? So cesium chloride crystal cesium chloride BCC lattice, it crystallizes in BCC lattice. So what is the formula for BCC? For BCC, what is the formula? This one, 2 into radius of cation plus anion equal to root 3a. So here the option will be this one, radius of cesium plus radius of chloride is equal to root 3 by 2, here by 2. So the option is A. Okay. And next one. So out of the 7 crystal systems, how many have body centered unit cell? So here there are 7 types of crystal systems are there. Those 7 types of crystal systems are arranged in 14 different ways. So here I gave you a small trick in the previous video. I explained about the small trick to remember the 7 types of crystal systems, how they are arranged in 14 different ways. So I will give you the link in the description. So by knowing the trick, you can easily solve any type of this problem. So here, out of 7 crystal system, how many have body centered cubic structure? So here it is CtH2O Mt. You have to remember like this. So you have to go through with the previous video by that link. So here, how many have body centered unit cells? So body centered, this is body centered cubic structure. So how many of there? 1, 2, 3. Here only 3 are there. So he asked so many questions based upon this chart. If you remember this chart, you can solve so many problems. So here there are 3. So suppose he asked to predict, so which type of crystal system has 4 types of lattice systems? So here it is orthorhombic. So orthorhombic has 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple structure is there, body centered cubic structure and face centered and also n face centered structure. Okay. So here our question is, out of 7 crystal systems, how many of body centered cells are there? Means 3 only. So body centered only 1, 2, 3, that is cubic, tetragonal and orthorhombic. So only 3 are there. So option is 3. And next one. How many unit cells are possible for the crystallographic dimensions as A, B, C not equal, A not equal to B is not equal to C, and alpha equal to gamma equal to 90 and alpha is not equal to beta. So here also I gave the same trick. So here is the crystal systems are there. So you have to remember like this, CtH2O Mt. So here the dimensions are alpha equal to beta, alpha equal to gamma equal to 90, but all are not equal. So here all are not equal. Alpha equal to gamma equal to 90 and beta is not equal to 90. So here it is monoclinic structure. So here he asked for how many unit cells are possible for monoclinic structure. So how many unit cells are possible for monoclinic structure? Here it is monoclinic. So for monoclinic, how many are possible? 2 are possible. One is simple, other one is n face centered. Okay. So one is simple, other one is monoclinic. So 2 are possible. Okay, clear? And next one. So a metallic element crystallizes into lattice containing a sequence of layer arrangement of AB, AB, AB. So any packing of spheres leaves out some voids in the lattice. So the percentage of empty space by volume is. So here he asked to calculate the percentage of empty space, that is the void arrangement. So here AB type means here it is the face centered cubic structure. So AB type of arrangement is present in face centered cubic structure. So for face centered cubic structure, the percentage efficiency is 74%. You have to remember this one. So for body centered cubic structure, the percentage is 68% only. For simple cube, the percentage is 52.4 only. So you have to remember these three. If you remember these three, you can easily solve any type of this problem. So for FCC, the percentage of efficiency percentage is 74, packing efficiency 74. So here he asked to calculate the empty space. 74% is occupied by atoms, that means the remaining space is empty. So what is the remaining space here? Here it is 26%. Okay, clear? So here it is packing efficiency. So the packing efficiency is 74, that means the remaining space is empty. The remaining space is 26%. So the answer is B only. And next one. So K4FeCN6, that is potassium ferrocyanide. The potassium ferrocyanide belongs to which of the following crystal system? So here I gave some examples for 7 types of crystal systems. So here are 7 types of crystal systems. You have to remember this by using this trick, CtH2OMt. So here the potassium ferrocyanide belongs to tetragonal geometry. So here the crystal system is tetrahedral crystal system. So here it is, the option is tetrahedral, sorry, tetragonal. So here it is tetragonal. So the tetragonal geometry, K4FeCN6 belongs to tetragonal geometry. Okay, thank you. Like the session, share the session and subscribe to my channel. So here you have to answer the 5th question. Please comment me the answer for 5th question. Thank you.